all have one game that sticks with us. It might be because of nostalgia, or because of a new fresh experience. Maybe it's the first game you ever completed by yourself. Maybe it's the one you play with your friends. Or maybe that game stuck with you because your brother handed you the controller while he went to the bathroom and you were left to explore the wonders in the game in front of you. For me, that game was released when I was 3 years old. It didn't have a high budget or a big team, neither did it sell very well. However, this game has stuck with me through all my life up to this point. When I was 7 years old, this game taught me how to constrain my anger. At 10 years old, it taught me how to accept my differences. And at 14, it taught me to love others. I am still, over 15 years after its initial release, learning new things about this game's lore. I still fall in love with new characters every playthrough, and it is still teaching me how I want to live my life. I'm talking about Psychonauts. This adventure platformer has, through its characters, worlds, and intricate details, made an everlasting impression on my soul. And that's what great art does. Not only are the visuals vivid and lively, but all the characters, no matter how minor or major, have a magnitude of depth and stories to explore.
The rolling rockstar in the flesh!
However, this depth may not be instantly recognizable, especially for a kid who doesn't even speak English. But how come that a game like this had such an impact on me when I was young? It was through its impeccable design. You don't have to comprehend English to understand that Bobby Silch is a bully, that Dogen Boole is an outcast loner, and that Ford Cruller is a legendary secret agent. I mean the camp counselor. Or the janitor? Ranger? Cook? It doesn't matter. The point is, the design and actions speak so much louder than words ever could, and they instill emotions in the players. I still feel the same fear of Gloria as I did when I for the first time tried to grab her trophy.
Hey!
What?
You're supposed to be dead! Ah!
I still feel a sense of justice when Maloof gets revenge on Benny the bully.
Cool off your goon, and I'll never bother you again!
I still feel sorry for Mia whenever I enter her personal hell.
Now why would you want to come in here? Come on, this room's no fun. Let's leave, baby.
The characters and levels, excuse the expression, live rent-free in my mind. You couldn't forget the bright and colorful Black Velvetopia, the clean and structured shooting gallery, or most famously, the crooked world of the Milkman conspiracy, even if you tried. In the game, you play as 10-year-old Raz. He, alongside the other campers at the Whispering Rocks summer camp, all have psychic powers. Raz's dream is to become a Psychonaut, a psychic secret agent who protects the world from evil and investigates entities with unregistered psychic powers.
They may come for me, Dogen, but they'll be looking for Raz, the boy. What they're going to find, what they don't expect, is Raz, the Psychonaut.
And then you'll make their heads explode?
No. Do you do that?
No. Well, once kinda. But now I wear this special hat.
In the game, Raz learns how to traverse the inner workings of others' minds through the help of multiple Psychonauts, such as Sasha Nein, Milla Vodello, and Ford Cruller. When experiencing the mental worlds of others, we learn more about their personality and their life story through the design of the levels and the powers needed to complete them. For example, Sasha has an OCD-like obsession with keeping his thoughts at bay. Therefore, his mind is a cube with simple and minimalistic shapes. He talks a lot about control when he teaches Raz how to use the marksmanship ability.
Oh yeah, come to Papa.
Raz, what have you done? This is not control, this is chaos.
When Sasha loses control over his mind, he stresses around trying to keep everything in check. But as it later turns out, it was all just a ruse to make Raz learn how to use his new ability.
Oh, would you like to run the course again?
Yeah, Run the course? But all that sensor overload stuff, that was an accident.
Oh, Raz, I knew you were going to overload that switch. I would have done the same thing at your age.
This shows Sasha's absolute control over his own mind in a way that no other character has in the entire game. Milla is a bubbly, happy disco queen who wears bright colors in a 60s psychedelic style. Her mind is a constant disco where everyone parties. She teaches Raz the ability levitation, which not only allows Raz to move faster, but also jump higher and float. Milla always tries to cheer you up and send positive vibes to you, all throughout the level.
Go, baby, go!
However, she has a personal hell stowed away in the back of her mind. Her design all over tells us that she is supposed to be happy. But this room inside her mind tells us about her worst memories. Here we encounter the nightmares. Milla isn't the only one who deals with her own demons, and these nightmares appear as enemies within Boyd Cooper's mind. Boyd is a security guard who gets fired from his job, leading to his crumbling mental stability. After burning down his old workplace, he's placed in a mental facility. In the facility, he starts conjuring up conspiracy theories, and this is represented within his level, with all the roads being crooked, twisted, and turned, just like reality would be for a crazy conspiracy theorist. The nightmares Boyd suffers from, however, are not as natural as you might think. While Milla's nightmares comes from her traumatic past, and she stores them away in the back of her mind, Boyd's nightmares originate from the indoctrination and hypnotization he experienced during his time as an asylum inmate. Boyd's lack of control over his nightmares also shows in how they roam around and attack by their own volition. The 11 mental worlds you explore throughout the game all have this same level of attention to detail, making the exploration of all the levels highly enjoyable. The levels include memorable side characters, missions, and Easter eggs that both enhance the experience and expand the lore. All the levels are unique in their visual style, but also in their solutions to the main problem. In most cases, the powers required, ranging from shields to fire to telekinesis, have some impact on the story and the characters you're interacting with. But it's not only the mental worlds that are fun to explore. The game takes place at a summer camp. Whenever you learn a new ability, you get a chance to use the newfound powers to further explore and find collectibles around the camp grounds. There are 20 kids scattered around the map. They all are distinct with voices, personalities, and dreams. They breathe life into the areas otherwise uninhabited. Depending on the time of day and how far into the game you've gotten, there are new dialogues and the kids run around the camp, and you'll find them everywhere.
Hi, Raz. Vernon!
But you are the girl model of whatever it is you are, right?
Was that you? Looking at me?
Maybe you should try getting over yourself?
An attentive player is able to follow the different kids' storylines through the entire game. Some of them are about love.
So, you're dating Elka now. Does that mean we won't hang out as much?
Shoot, I reckon things ain't gonna change one bit. Doggone it, partner. No woman's never gonna...
Hey, you're gonna make my boyfriend late for class. Come on, James. Come on.
Some are about revenge.
It's solitary confinement for psychics.
Nasty. And the coach locked you inside it?
Nah, the staff hasn't put any kids in the GPC since the 50s. Bobby threw me in here.
And there's one peculiar one about a bear.
You, new boy. Seen bear lurking in woods?
Nope.
Positive. Giant, hairless bear?
Nope.
In Russia, bears much smaller. Also more hair. Less lurking. Always eager to wrestle. This one, hide and run.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
Cannot lurk forever, bear.
The campgrounds are made up of 8 explorable areas. While the story progresses, however, you also gain access to the asylum and its surrounding grounds. Here you get to explore the chambers, the crumbling building, and you might find some disturbing things lying around.
Don't worry, Frankie. I'll put this one right next to Kitty's.
Game design isn't just the visuals. It's the combination of the entire art direction, the gameplay and story that gives a game its character, its edge, its soul. This game is the accumulation of smooth platforming, beautiful art, and an interesting overarching story which unfolds multiple sub-stories. The way gameplay affects the characters, how the art represents personalities, and all the small intricate details. These are the reasons I love Psychonauts. These are the reasons why design matters. Thank you so much for watching this video. I've been really enjoying making videos recently, and if you like this video, I would appreciate it so much if you left a like. Also, I'm going to start working on my next video real soon, so if you're new to this channel, then why not subscribe to catch all my new videos. Once again, thank you so much for watching, get yourself a nice dinner, you deserve it, and sleep well tonight, and I'll see you soon.
You are not average. Will you join us, Rasputin? Will you be a psychonaut?